Well, hello again, everyone. Good to see you all again. It's been a little while, I know. I've been crop dusting, believe it or not. I haven't been flying this beautiful Kitfox too much, though. I have taken a little hiatus from vlogging because I started a new job being a crop duster, as I told you guys in a previous vlog. And I didn't want to jump right in and start vlogging that and filming everything with crop dusting just because I knew I needed to focus on it 100%. So I've been doing that for the last couple weeks. I've flown a little over 100 hours in the last 3 weeks. And I'm not exactly my acreage count, but it's a lot. Been flying a Turbine Brave out of Colfax, Washington, flying in the Palouse region, Eastern Washington, Moscow, Idaho area. It's been super fun. I've been under the direction of my good buddy Ty Perkin. He's been taking extremely good care of me and showing me the ropes. It's been really, really awesome, and I'm excited to take you guys on that journey. I might show you a little bit on this vlog, I'm not sure. We are just about done with dry fertilizer season, and we're going to move into fungicide pretty soon. And I think that's probably going to be the first vlog I'll show you guys and get some outside footage of that, since we really only have one more day of dry done, or one more day of dry fertilizer to do, I hope. A couple of big things in the future. We got the Pylon Racing School, which is a school for the Reno Air Races, and the Stoll Drags are coming to the Reno Air Races. So we get to go hang out at the PRS, or Pylon Racing School in Reno, at the 1st of June, and learn how to be safe, safe pilots, something like that. Just got my Kitfox up here in Colfax, and I've been flying around every night after I'm done working. Today I worked, I think I flew 10 hours on the Hobbs today in the Turbine Brave, and now I'm just going to go play in some of these hills. A beautiful hill country here. Well, it's mostly wheat fields, but at the top of the wheat fields there's all these little grassy knolls that you can land on if you know the farmer. And since I work for one of the biggest farmers in this region, I basically have carte blanche on landing on all these hilltops. So join me for a little afternoon of flying. It's about 7:30 at night. I got about another hour or two of sun. Maybe 1 hour. It looks pretty low on the horizon, and it's going to be a little hard to land with the sun right in my eyes. And it's really weird to get back used to this Kitfox. The angle is like this on landing, and the Brave is like this. Even though it's a tail dragger, the visibility is much better. So I'm still getting a little bit used to it. My brother Kate came here, and he was pretty blown away with how cool of a place it is to practice your bushcraft. It's weird, after flying the Turbine Brave and landing at such a faster speed, it's so awesome to come back to this Kitfox and land. Oh, I don't know how it's going to work. I'm a little fast for that little knoll. I don't know if I can do that one that way. I might have to come back the other way. Probably better. I was trying to land in like 100 foot right on top of that little hill behind me, and I don't think that's the best idea with no wind. I'm going to land with the sun in my face instead, with a little more run out. It'll be a little safer. First landing of the night, so should remember how to do this in a Kitfox. I'm freaking fast. We're gonna slow her down, drive her up the hill, drive her up the hill, drive her up the hill. Ooh, hey. There we have it. Right on top of the hill. I think I'll shut down and show you guys around. It still brings a pretty big smile to my face every time I can land here. So let me just kind of give you a little slow panning tour. Thanks for the comments in the last video. I was Blair Witch projecting it too much, panning around too fast. People couldn't see what I was looking at. So all that green down off the hill, that's one of my fields that I sprayed. It was actually the second field I got to spray. Well, not spray, more drop dry fertilizer on it. So what we do is with dry, how you learn to be a crop duster here in Colfax, or under inland crop care,
is we start with dry fertilizer early in the season. With dry fertilizer, we don't have to fly so low to the ground, and we don't have to worry about drift and killing something else with like a herbicide or insecticide that could damage things. Mostly herbicides, which kill plants, if you were wondering, or weeds, pests, weeds. That can drift, so in order for us to minimize drift, we fly really low. But before you do that, as a brand new ag pilot, you need to learn how to do dry and learn how to fly on the GPS and fly down the line straight, which I didn't do at all the first few days. It was very tricky. But you can tell it's quite hilly here. So you got to learn to fly with the terrain, which I do obviously with the Kitfox, but it's a little different when you're getting paid and you're taking care of somebody's crop and livelihood. And it's been challenging, to say the least. I equate it to basically, and for those of you who are pilots, you'll understand this, it's like shooting a super precise ILS, or instrument landing, approach all day long, like about 10 feet off the ground. It's been tricky, but very, very fun. But the good part about this is I can land on this hill. It's so sick. So it's pretty cool. There's just endless hills for these that I can land on. So we look over here. I can't even tell. It's just amazing. It's amazing. So this perspective might give you a little better idea of what I just landed on. I'll show you the outside footage from the GoPro, but I basically touched down there and then just roll out to there, just because it's a little bit of a hill, and I got the most sweet gear ever now. That like, I was a little. I didn't know at first, you know, when I first got the gear, I was like, was it worth all that money? No, yeah, definitely worth the money. I can literally land in half the distance, and there's just like no place I won't go now. Like hills before were a bit tricky to get into for me. Like if you come in a little too fast, you just like bounce on them a little bit. That's not the case anymore. I don't know if I'm backlit or not. Now I can just like plant right on hills, which is super rad. But anyway, let's go fly more.
I have a new parking brake installed, and you can't go anywhere if the parking brake is on. Now I can go somewhere. So it's another cool thing about all this area is the downhill takeoffs. I can't see anything anyway, so might as well just go blind. And we're flying. The hill falls away. So rad. Coming up on the Palouse River. Don't really have too many buddies down here yet. I really want to find some though, because it looks like a really nice couple of places to land. And we got the light out of my face, I can actually see. Don't know if you guys are seeing this, but it's just full of like these really cool old like train trestle bridges across this just beautiful river. It's lots of places look like ready to land. They're just asking for it, but being that I don't know who owns it yet, I'm not doing it. But it's just such a stark contrast. You can tell obviously there used to be a bunch of pine trees around here before we cut them all down to make wheat fields. But it's such a beautiful area. You wouldn't think up on the flats up top that there's pine trees as soon as we get down by the river. It's very awesome. Doors open. I got flip-flops on. Life doesn't get much better than this. Sunset. It's just getting that beautiful purple on the hills out there. It's really cool here. It goes inverted like an hour before sunset, and it just gets cool. and the air is just smooth as silk. It's just so nice being out of the desert. So happy. Really happy. Well, we seem to have lost light fast, and I need to go to bed because I have a 5 a.m. start tomorrow. Just wanted to kind of show you something cool about my hangar. Watch this. You can taxi right in here. Can't see anything, but I think I know nothing's in here.